insecurity in regions. We saw Lagos State during the elections. Lagos State was almost not peaceful due to the political tension. Even up till now, Lagos still feels the effect of that political tension. So politics in Nigeria sometimes can breathe insecurity. As a matter of fact, I should take this a notch higher. In the northern part of the country, we are being told that the banditry and terror that we get to hear about, it is as a result of politicians way back in time who decided to sponsor people for political gains, and now, according to some of the stories and theories, they no longer have the capacity to control these boys. I mean, we know these theories. I'm just reminding all of us. And it can escalate to that point if we allow the political drama in Rivers State to linger. I'm not taking sides, I'm just explaining stuff. And so the president decided to say, okay, let's jump in on this one, just like he did in Ondo State. Let's jump in on this one and make sure that this problem does not become a monster. And like I told you once upon a time, Rivers State is very instrumental when we talk the economy of Nigeria. Rivers State is ranked amongst the top 3 when it comes to huge or major oil producers. Yeah, ranked amongst the top 3. We've got Delta, we've got Akwa Ibom, we've got Rivers, in no particular order, but we've got these 3 states who are major producers of oil. And by the way, you should know that, Rivers is not operating its production fully in the Ogoni region. There is the fight as to whether to start or not start production of oil. So when you look at it, Rivers State is very instrumental to the economy, to the already battered economy of Nigeria. Okay. So, did he do the right thing? That's an argument. Some people say it's unconstitutional what was written in that Abuja Accord. You heard the PDP. We talked about the PDP in the last hour. We've heard Edwin Clark. We've heard several people come out and say, "Oh no, it's a legal matter. It's unconstitutional. What the president has mediated on is not supposed to be." Even though, none of them have come out to give an official statement as to what the president actually did in that mediation. So do you think, the president has done the right thing? Because Ngelale thinks so. Meanwhile, you would remember some 1-2 weeks ago, I think it was last week, Femi Falana said the president has done the wrong thing. I remember when he said it was unconstitutional, the Abuja Accord. So I'd like to get your thoughts. Would you have liked it if, we still will be the ones who will cry, "Oh, the president was there when these people were fighting and he did not do anything." Like Somwike said yesterday, that the people who are now abusing the president were the same people who called the president to come and solve the political impasse. And he said he did not call the president, he did not ask the president, that the president had already called them earlier in a private meeting and asked them to do something which he did his part, but the governor did not do his part. So I'm thinking, and I really would love to get your view on this one. Do you think the president did the right thing? I'm not talking about the Abuja Accord itself, but do you think it did the right thing to step in as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? And it's not about politics now or political party. It's about governance. In situations where, things like this have happened in the past, we have always called on whoever was president, "Oh, you're there and this kind of things are happening. Why are you not doing anything?" But there seem to be a lot of criticisms this time around now that the president has decided to involve himself. Now, I'm not a politician. I barely know about politics apart from what is written and what is reported. So I may not know why the Abuja Accord has come out the way it has come out. However, it seems to have achieved the reason for that meeting in the first place, which is peace, because the governor has said is going to embrace peace. So I like to get your thoughts. I love your thoughts a lot. I like to learn, and trust me, sometimes these people in government, they listen to us. These people in top places, they listen to us. So let's talk for development and let's get what you're thinking. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. I think there's a commercial break coming up in 5 minutes time, so I'll just quickly get your thoughts and maybe one or two callers, and then we'll go for the commercial break. What are you thinking concerning this one? This one says complement of the season, Kalada, PDP late intervention. I think that's for the other conversation, but okay, I think you're mixing them together. Is that PDP late intervention wouldn't yield much impact without the synergy of Governor Sim, but come to think of it, Tinubu and Wike wouldn't accept what they are dishing out to Governor Sim if and when they were governors. However, for peace to reign in the state, Governor Sim said he will comply with Tinubu's Abuja Peace Accord without compromising the interest of the people of River State. Ari Abide. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Hello, what's your name? Where are you calling in from? Yeah, thanks to you.
My name is Mr. Christian.
All right, Christian, welcome.
My take on that thought is the president can not make peace in those states upon people's mandate upside down. That is the of the law of gravity. What goes up must come down. Most of those states, it's only God that will bring peace.
But
calm down people's mandate,
Christian,
and change it to another thing.
Christian,
so we will not see peace. Even the assembly, most of them are not that. People do not vote for them.
Christian.
People's mandate. This is why they will not see peace. Unless God intervenes, if not, president cannot make peace. Thank you.
Christian, can you pause for a bit? I want to ask a question. When you make this argument, oh my, Christian is. Oh my goodness! You can only make the argument or that argument when the governor has decided to say he will not accept. He will not accept, the conditions of the Abuja Accord, but he has accepted it, and so that means, like I said, I'm not a politician and I don't know how politics works, but that means that accord or that agreement has worked, right? Because all parties are satisfied. You can only say an agreement has worked when all parties are satisfied. And it looks like the governor is satisfied, the former governor is satisfied. So all parties are happy, right? But in this case, some people are still insisting that despite the satisfaction of both parties, the president should not have been involved in the mediation. So I want to get your thoughts. I want to know what you're thinking, and I really would love to know. This one says the reality here is that Rivers people will see a different governor, Fubara, immediately after the Supreme Court judgment. Fidelis Elemua from Chokocho Eche. That's a possibility. That's a big possibility. But I've got Joseph, and Joseph is calling me from Borokiri. Let's take a listen to Joseph now. Joseph, welcome on the show. Hello, Joseph. Welcome.
Yes. Me?
I can hear you. So, what were you saying?
Yes. A court has given order that those members have been sacked, and already
a court is not now. A court has not
so
given.
How can the president rule?
A court has not now.
Sack?
Joseph, listen to me. A court has not ruled and given the order that the defectors should be sacked. There is no order like that. There is no court. Sorry?
Vacant of their seat.
There is no court case like that. There is no court order like that. I beg your pardon. Vacation of seats can only be done by people in the assembly, not by the courts. All right, thank you very much, Joseph. We'll go for a quick commercial break. When we do come back, we'll continue this conversation.
93.3
Headline News.
All right, welcome back. For those of you just joining us, welcome to church, I should say. I'm Khaled Akarubatabo, and you're listening to Hard Facts in 92.3 Nigeria Info. Okay, it's time for us to continue where we left off before the commercial, and we're talking about the presidential intervention because the presidential spokesperson, Ajuri Ngelale, has come out to say the president had no choice but to intervene and will still intervene if political issues arise in various states of the nation. And I'm arguing, the president has got the right to maintain the security of the various states, and if he sees that there is going to be some problem, because usually problems do arise from the political dramas that happen in the various states, right? And we've had our own fair share in Rivers State. So do you think, I know some of you are still arguing about the content of the accord, but do you really think that the president made the right move, in the first place, to have tried to settle this problem? Maybe then we can then argue that maybe he could have done it like this, he could have done it like that, because even the chairman, the caretaker chairman in Rivers State, and that's Tony Okocha, which of course everybody believes is one of the friends of the FCT minister, has come out to say that Governor Fubara remains the greatest beneficiary of the peace resolution. Do you agree with that? But let's get your thoughts. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp number for WhatsApp messages 0809-0306-416. And this one says, good evening, Kalada. I think it is appropriate for the president to intervene, but the manner and way he's going about it is obnoxiously fronting the interest of his allies and thereby undermining the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, making the whole intervention look so suspicious and unsatisfying to the public. I am Ikonwa Priest Chukwuemeka. Okay. This one says, greetings, Canada. I want to ask those opposing President Tinubu's mediation over the political brouhaha in Rivers State. Does the Nigerian legal system recognize out-of-court settlement? If yes, is it not human beings that will broker the peace in such situations? To President Tinubu, or between President Tinubu talking to the warring factions in Rivers State to enthrone peace, and President Tinubu allowing the political crisis to degenerate into destruction of life and properties, which one is better for Rivers State? 3. Once upon a time, Honorable Ayawu, Executive Chairman of HALGA, and Honorable Uche Ken were at loggerhead, and former Governor Wike brokered peace between the two. Is HALGA not a tire of government? Why are Rivers people not angry that Chief Wike directed Honorable Ayawu to act in certain ways? I have much to say on this matter, but I just want to maintain low key. Emmy Fiaga. But Emmy, we're not maintaining low key on the show. We're looking for thoughts and we're looking for development, I believe. So maybe you want to bear it all out. Iceberg Okeagbu says, the intervention of the president is okay, but the compromise, because his 8-point resolution is anti-people. And come to think about it, according to what some of the elder stakeholders stated, that the president never heard from the governor's side. For God's sake, why will a democratically elected president ask a constituted assembly member to seat anywhere they wish after the governor has made provision of the government house for them, pending when the reconstruction of the assembly complex will be completed? Frankly speaking, the intervention is useless and lawless. Comrade Iceberg, okay, go. Maybe I'm not a spokesperson, but maybe the president is looking at ensuring that there is the independence or the individuality of the various organs or arms of government. I think about it from that angle. But let's go to the phone lines. Shortly, I'll come to the phone lines. Let me read one more. This one says, good evening, presenter. I am Matthew Ebube Jonathan from Ikodi and Ghana. The president's intervention is right and timely, but the manner in which the issue was tackled is a thing not right, or no right thinking man can accept. It is a total show of desperation and self-gain on his part. This, I mean, Tinubu is of the APC and Wike is his right-hand man for now, and you can see how the resolution went. How can Tinubu say a budget pass be resubmitted? People that resigned should be called back without any apology. Those defected to his party should be given the opportunity to be in the house again as against our constitution. This is not acceptable, please. He was biased in his resolutions. Are you sure? But I've got Osaro from LMA. Let's take his thoughts, and after that, Tonye from Ogbogo Road. Osaro, welcome.
Good evening. Good evening, Canada.
Welcome. What's on your mind? Please tell me.
My name is Matalai Osaro from Element.
I already know that. Go straight to the point then.
Definitely, I will not be on the same page with the president.
Okay.
Definitely, we are having 3 arms of government in Nigeria. Every of the arms have their own responsibilities. Are you getting me, sir?
I'm listening to you.
Now, the presidential arm of government or the executive have their own. The legislative have their own. The judiciary have their own. Now, in this River State now, this is their own problem, this case now. Most of the arm of government is supposed to iron out these issues. Because I believe that already this is in court. So it's not the president that is supposed to intervene. Are you getting it?
I'm listening to you.
They should allow it. Because
someone has asked.
Everybody is complaining in my local government.
Someone has
We are
asked.
going to isolate from you.
Wait now.
I'm speaking personally, Matalai. I'm going to withdraw my own support from him.
Osaro, wait. Now, you are saying what you're saying, but people are arguing, and people have argued that this agreement is in favor of the governor, and they have said, of course, it's an out-of-court settlement. So I don't know. Don't you think you're making a big fuss?
No, I don't think so, sir.
All right then. All right. Thank you very much, Osaro. Thank you very much for your time. I've got Tonye from Ogbogoro Omai. I missed Tonye's call. Please do call back if you can. This one says, compliment of the season calendar. The president did the right thing, because if the crisis escalates or worsens, the president can move in and declare a state of emergency. Besides, Edison has no constitutional right to declare any seat vacant. Ex-party order can't make anybody speaker. Governor Fubara, please implement the peace accord. It is the best thing to do. Sapi from Port Harcourt. Different arguments to this one. But Adaya from Port Harcourt, if you prove to the people you can protect and lead them with courage in despair, then nobody will follow you. Sim does not need. Okay, I think this is for our previous conversation, so I would have to skip that. Hector from Ogbogoro, welcome. What is on your mind?
Good evening, KD.
Yeah, welcome.
Compliment of the season.
Yeah, same to you.
Happy birthday.
All right then.
When this resolution thing came up, though I wasn't really comfortable with it.
Okay.
For some time, I find it difficult to talk on these matters.
Okay.
For personal reasons.
Okay.
Now, there is a saying that it is better to act like a fool to get what he wants than acting like a wise man and lose it all.
All right.
So I think the intervention of the president, it is a wise one, it is a welcome one, even though it may not be accepted by majority of the people. Let's see how things goes on. To some, it favors the other party, the former governor, who is the president, the minister. But we don't know what tomorrow might bring.
All right.
So let's just put our hand crossed. All what we need, there shouldn't be room for crisis in this state, so that the investors will take that as an excuse to start relocating to other states like the Southwest, to start boosting the internal revenue, IGRO, and in terms of job opportunities, while River State will keep on losing.
All right.
So let's not give room for any form of crisis.
All right then. All right. Thank you very much, Hector. I've got Kunle from Borokiri. Kunle, welcome. What is on your mind? Tell me.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
For me, the intervention of the president is technically wrong.
Okay.
I can liken it to somebody's boyfriend who is called to come and settle a matter between two married people. That's the way I saw the president's intervention.
But the boyfriend may have not, because he's not married doesn't mean he doesn't have a knowledge of marital affairs.
The boyfriend of a woman is coming to settle issue between the man and the wife. So, most likely, you know where the OT will feel.
So are you saying, Kule, I cannot settle a marital affair? I mean, I've done that before. I'm not married. Is that what you're saying?
When you are dating the wife.
Oh, I get you now. Now,
let me say this.
I get you now.
The issue is this. Whose interest is Wike softly, apart from his own interest and his cohort? Whose interest do you think Wike is fighting? The structure is all about what? It's all about 2027. It's all about ensuring that they keep the place free for President Tinubu, and so on and so forth. So you have not taken the matter to a man who is interested in the whole issue, and you think he will not seize the opportunity to say, okay, they are brought. Technically, it should have been the party to have intervened in the first place. It's the party, not even President Tinubu. So for me, it's like they took their matter out to somebody who will do it the way he has done it. And let me tell you this, most likely, forget about what the governor is saying. I don't know why people are rushing to say this, to say that. That man will not implement most of those things. Let me, I've told you this before. Mark my word.
But Kole, what if he does? I mean, I'm wondering.
I said he's not going to implement.
I've heard you, but I've heard you. I've heard you. I've listened, but I'm asking, what if he does implement? That's the question I'm asking.
If he does, it means he has agreed to the term of, okay, they will allow me to rule and satisfy the people to some extent, while we also continue with the initial agenda of ultimately moving to APC. But that he really means well to rule River State. From what we have seen so far, I don't think that man is going to do that.
All right, then.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. Those calls coming in. Let's get this one. Aguzien do Chuko Emeka. Okay, not for this conversation. This was the president's intervention in River State crisis was in bad faith, whereas the whole declaration, favors or in favor of his anti. Okay, you know the rules. Fine face. I'm just gonna skip that message. Okay. This one says, I must be frank, and the president based such suicidal policy as a governor, even the minister of FCT that was seen openly abusing the Buhari and AV's administration, calling them malaria, agreed to such obnoxious policies. Let's just tell ourselves the truth. Even their own children will never confirm to such class, or is it to say of a seating governor protecting women's interest against the entire state? Is this the democracy we claim to be practicing? Comrade Emma Charles asking. All right, this one says the president's intervention should have been within the tenets of the Constitution fairness, taking the the interest of the state and people into consideration first, and not partisan consideration nor his personal interest in the opposing party. Invariably, he did it well on the matter, hence the simultaneous reactions and protests of the victimized Rivers people whom the governor represents, Ari Abide. Okay. It's getting really interesting. But this is good evening, Canada. The president is very right to intervene in any crisis, even in a crisis of godfather and godson, especially when the crisis is affecting governance. But it must be unbiased, or if he is biased, it must be biased towards the rule of law. President Obasanjo intervened between Governor Chrisinge and Godfather Chris Uba. He succeeded in getting a ceasefire agreement between them, because the unscrupulous agreement, he couldn't do anything about that one, but a ceasefire, he brokered. President Tinubu's proclamation is very bad. I mean that Governor Fubara should call back the resigned commissioners. Just on Sunday, one of the resigned commissioners did a Thanksgiving, and he either did invite Governor Fubara or he invited Governor Fubara, and Governor Fubara refused to attend. It's clear that they can't see eye to eye again. Text from Oibo is asking. This is from Chief Ogiariri from Woji. Right, yes. Chief, welcome.
Yes, thank my own brother, Chief Ogiariri. What is happening is that we can't wait also. Okay. The ex-governor sold and he has to reap, even if whatever.
Really?
Cobra has to bow down. He has said it that it's a death sentence. After going through the whole, he said it's not a death sentence. And when you sealed up everything. Everything is sealed. Those big noise and the rest of them. Where we are there, at the time he paid for his ticket, 100 million naira, at the end of suffered for the made them to pass the presidential election and made Fubara to pass. Fubara would pass, and at the end of the day, this is a company. It was not that. He signed very well with his hearing.
All right.
That is my own. If you have to ask me question, he cannot let it not so.
All right, thank you much. No, I don't have you told me what you think. I'd have you. No, I don't have you. Okay. All right then. All right, much. All right, thank you very much. Moving on. Chris from Rumo Biakani. Welcome.
Yeah, Canada. Good evening.
Yeah, welcome. Turn off your radio.
Last time I
turn off your radio. This one from Astoka from Ubumini, Bings Canada. PDP. Okay, I think that's the previous conversation. My Canada, the last caller with the boyfriend of a wife trying to settle matter between the couple is very hilarious. One point, he really giggled your ribs. I can't stop enjoying myself listening and spicing my holiday. Compliment of the season. Compliments to you as well. The idea of a good laugh, I should say. But keep those calls coming. I've got 4 more minutes, and I think I can take 1 or 2 more calls, and we'll wrap up the conversations for today. I think there will be no open season today. There will be no open season. The sports team have the sports team would borrow. I think they want to borrow a bit of our time, so we would have to give them, because I hear there is a big match. Is it Aston Villa, Manchester United, something like that? I've got Bright from Odemaya. Bright, welcome. What's on your mind?
Thank you, Canada.
Yeah, Bright, welcome.
I think concerning the agreement with ENWK, former governor, Mr. Fubara, it's a good thing for Fubara to sign, for peace to reign. And secondly, some persons say they are stakeholders, talking about why must Fubara sign. Fubara needs to sign. Even when Wike was also nominating Fubara, they were against him, saying that Fubara is nobody, Fubara cannot talk. Why would he impose somebody to reverse people? Now, at the same time, they are passing through backyard door to support. I think, for me, just as a scholar says, he cannot repair it not so. We did everything for Fubara to become the governor. Fubara needs to be loyal and also know that also needs to better the life of Rivers people. Politically, Wike is in charge, and that is the only way Fubara will also sort the future. So let him implement the agreement and move on. He will do like the governor when he do all these things. All
right, thank you very much. I've got Barry from Port Harcourt. Barry, welcome. What is on your mind? Tell me.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you, Barry. Welcome.
Canada?
Yeah, I can hear you. Welcome.
Okay, thank you. Concerning the issue of River State, between father and son, whatever, the question I want to ask is the money, their personal money, is it the River State treasury we are talking about? Some people will say he bought this, some people will say he bought the private money or River State money.
It's public money. It's you and I's money. It's everybody's money. Can you hear me?
I'm listening.
I said it's public funds, everybody's money. You and I, every citizen of River State. So
Thank you.
what's your
So
point?
why are people talking? That is not right. That's why you cannot be the democracy in this country. We should not call it black. You know why they call it black.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your thoughts there. Let's go back to the messages. This one says, good evening, Canada. The president's intervention would have been okay if the matter were to be personal issues between Wike and Fubara. This matter is now a government, River State, constitutional and national issues. The people's issue. It's already in court. The matter isn't dead. Fubara has no say. Let's see how it pans out. Merry Christmas, King Nath. But you see, King Nath, even cases in court are withdrawn. And you hear people saying, okay, I don't want to pursue the case anymore. I don't want to continue with the case anymore. And I guess that's what's happened. But someone says, sports gang are borrowing hard facts time. Hope hard facts would borrow the time when we are having important discussions as well. Michael from Okrika. My goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll go for a commercial break. When we do come back, it will be time for the major news at 6. Stay tuned.
Agri Defense Summit 2023, Agri Development Summit 2023.